Hello guys, how are you? Hope you are having a great day today. Today is July 30th, 2022. It's been a while since I posted some updates for you. As you know, there were really no new updates as we have been waiting on the new court date. That's supposed to happen this Wednesday, I believe, or Tuesday, which is August the 3rd. So basically, we've been waiting on that. But I just had some new updates that I've been reading in the chat, the EminiFX global community chat. I wanted to also raise that to your attention. As you can see here, I am on the new website for the receivership, EminiFX receivership. From the last time we spoke here, I don't see any new updates from the receiver. Everything that they said is still the same. No claims been filed yet, so there's no point to stay here. I wanted to speak a little on our chat, which is the EminiFX global chat. So there is a lot of updates. I'm just going to talk about the most important ones that I feel that are most important to me, or I should say that got my attention a bit. But there's been a lot of messages going back and forth, and hopefully you do have access to this group chat that you can read these things for yourself. But the first thing that before I talk about what got my attention, it seems like most of the updates they're about the receivership, of course, fighting the CEO of EminiFX, Eddy, over properties that Eddy said he bought with some of the investors' money so he could flip those houses and make some profits in order to keep those that 5 to 9.99% ROI that he promised us. It seems like they're saying the receivership is trying to sell those properties. They're trying to sell their office or other properties that belongs to EminiFX for whatever reason. So it seems like EminiFX believe there may be some foul play on the part of the receivership, as they are working, of course, with and for the government based on what they said in their messages. Again, you can read them by yourself. Those are not my words. Those are the words of whoever, I think the administrators of EminiFX who are posting these messages here. It seems like there is a lot of belief that there is foul play here by the receivership as far as it concerns our money and EminiFX's properties. Okay, so the first thing that I thought that got my attention here is this. Now, I did some research on this. I have not found anything, or I haven't found any of these numbers, but they're saying here that the receivership has put their numbers out in a way to pay you 25 to 33% of your deposited fund. This really got my attention because that would be very, very crazy for everyone who put a lot of money. Imagine whatever amount you put in, and if they find Eddy guilty and the government wins this case, giving us back only 25 to 33% of what we deposited. That is a crime, basically. That is crazy. But again, we're gonna see, how the court date goes. They seem to believe that this criminal case court date on the 3rd could be the defining moment of this entire case. So we will wait and see. Like I said, do your own research. You can try to Google, try to go to the courthouse website and see if we can find any answer. Like I said, I didn't see anything on the receivership website that indicated those numbers. But so far, whenever these people here have said something, we used to see the receivership come after and basically confirm it. So that would be basically a slap in the face for us to only get 25 to 33% of what we deposited. And that's not even Remember, that's not even included any benefits that you made on your money. So based on what the receivership said at the beginning of this case, whatever benefits that you made or you thought you made, scratch that, because if they're gonna pay us anything, it's probably gonna be what we deposited only. But with this new information, it could be 25 to 33%. That is a lot less than whatever you put in at the moment. Like I said, there are some other messages here which are not that important to me, but hey, if you have access to the site or the chat, you can always get in there and read for yourself. These are statements that they're putting out. They feel that people are lying about, so you can read those yourself as well. And the other updates that I felt like was a little important but not shocking, since at the beginning of this case, Bank of America was one of the major banks that they talked about as far as being a part of why this whole thing started. I don't know if it's true or not, but essentially, let's see. There you go. Essentially, they're saying that anyone who has or had Bank of America at the time, they said if you had transferred any amount of money into EminiFX between December 2021 to March 2022, that money was never received by Eddy or by EminiFX. So that is not a surprise, especially because we know how Eddy, in one of his videos, he talked about how there were issues with Bank of America as far as their customers sending money to EminiFX. They were denying those funds or those transactions. They did not want to let them go through. So that's not a big surprise to me. So if you send money during that time, they're saying that they didn't get it. So I don't know what the next step would be. If you investigate yourself and you find that to be true, you can take the next step on your own. And beside that, there's not much update. I do know there's a civil case as well, but I think the criminal case is kind of more important. So I haven't seen a lot of big updates on the civil case. The last thing that I saw here is that they changed. They were trying to change the court date and time, but the judge did not grant the day change. But I guess he or she did granted the time change. I'm trying to find it here for you guys because I know I did see it somewhere. Give me a second here, and we can find this together. There we go. They have changed the court time to 9:30 a.m. on August 3rd. The judge would not allow the prosecutor to change the day. So August 3rd, 9:30 a.m. We will see what's going on. Again, I think those of you who are going to support, obviously you're welcome to do so in a professional manner. But those are the only updates that I felt was worth mentioning or talking about. Again, you can always get to that chat to read everything on your own and get a feel for what's going on and not to miss any important updates. But those were the two most important thing to me. 25 to 33%. They say the receivership could pay us from our money if they win the case, and also Bank of America not sending those transactions around that time that I mentioned from this message earlier. Okay, once again guys, thanks. I will keep updated. I will keep an eyes on whatever goes on the 3rd and give you guys an update as soon as possible. And again, you can always look for those updates as well. They did mention here that I think they're going to be broadcasting that court date live. So if you wanna watch it live, I don't know where you can do that, but you can do some research to see where you can watch it live. Okay, thanks again for watching and for listening. Hope to see you guys on the next one after our criminal court date next week on the 3rd. Have a good one. Bye bye.